Good morning, sunshines. We start off by saying good morning, sunshine. So, Whit and John, what do you say? Say good morning, sunshine. Thank you so much. Will you say sunshine? Not today. So start off by all of us. We all say good morning, sunshine, as we jump on, you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of this and our personal growth and coming to, and also Whit and John's story. So you want to say sunshine? Okay, then we do our affirmations. Can you say happy? Are you happy? I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm thankful, I'm loving, I'm courageous, I'm strong, I'm brave. Can you say brave? Can you say brave?
Babe.
Brave. Can you say strong? Can you say strong? Oh, you're doing like this? Mwah, mwah, mwah. Can you say love?
Love.
Love. Good morning, sunshines. All right, so everybody, he's going to give you kisses as you jump on. Say good morning, sunshine in the comments. It's just part of what we've done for a long time now, for years and years. Then share something you're grateful for. I've noticed already this is going to be even a heavier part of what we talk about on a regular basis. Gratitude has already been, always been the first part of our video, but just falling in place. It's a consistent conversation and it's a life-changing skill set. And when you realize that, when adversity faces you, you're going to see that so many things can be easier, brighter, and lighter despite adversity. So I really want to keep diving into that, and you'll see it every single time. But just, if you haven't done this before and this is your first time watching, just try it. Say one thing you're grateful for. Good morning, Kara, Alicia, Brittany, Janine, Jamie, Autumn, Shayna, Bailey, Terry, Janine, all my friends. Sorry, I'm missing a lot of you guys on there, but thank you for coming on here. Anything you're grateful for. Right? Oh man. Yes, you're good. Want me to come back? We're just doing a live video. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just seeing if there was any. Bring it in. She's the best. Whit and John and her, they're like bestie friends. So we do live videos every day, just once in the morning. Oh, I'm so super sorry. Fun. No, we like you to be you're a cameo now. Guys, everybody say hi. Just give her one of the wave hands because that would just be wonderful. You don't touch that. So just try sharing something you're grateful for. That could be for food. It could be for a person in your life. That could be for sunshine. It could be something as simple as a spoon, right? And often when you're thinking about gratitude, imagining what life would be without that item, that thing, that person, that experience, whatever it is. So what are you grateful for today? The more that you start to interact in these, the more that your heart will light up with participation. So we've got a couple different conversations. Obviously, there's we're going to give you all the updates for Witty John and where we're at and our test results yesterday. If you guys saw my post, we just feel like we keep getting blessed with good news based upon your light and love and your prayers. But it has a lot to do with today's conversation. So let's talk about Limp Bizkit. Then let's talk about the noticer and how that all associates with what we're doing right now in here. You want to build that? Get over here. Let's build this. We are currently doing blocks. Our friend keeps bringing us toys. And now we're going to build this truck. Show them. Look at you guys. We're going to build this. Yay. You got to find your screwdriver. Where's your screwdriver? Okay, Limp Bizkit. So my mother is a noticer. And I'm curious, I want to know if any of you guys seem to be noticers. And what I mean by that is like she seems to receive and pull in the small details that a lot of us don't. She's always like, did you notice blah, blah, blah? And most of us are like, nope. Did you notice this, this, or this? And we're like, nope. So it was like 4 weeks ago, she's like, did you notice that Witten's limping? And I was like, sure didn't. And she's like, did you notice that he walks with his like belly out like this? I'm like, sure didn't. And it was like a slight conversation, right? So we continued to kind of watch his limp over the next week or two. And I was like, you know what? Quincy and him wrestle all the time. I am certain Quincy probably like smashed his ankle. Like it's his ankle, right? So like we're touching his ankle. We're looking at his ankle. You know, nothing's broken because he's still walking. So we're like, we don't take him to the doctor. Maybe he's just got a little sprain or something. My mom is that noticer, right? This is the Limp Bizkit portion. So Mr. Whit and John has had this little like Limp Bizkit, this like little thing going on, this little swagger for a while now. And there's a point to that part of the conversation when we talk about what's going on with him. So being a noticer and what that means, right? And as we were watching this little guy limp around, he started saying, hold you, hold you, hold you all the time. And I was like, dude, John Carroll holds Witten. He watches him on Tuesday and Thursday mornings. So I was like, John just holds him every Tuesday and Thursday morning. So now he just wants to be held all the time. This is my response, right? Not true, right? He's actually got something going on. So the noticer, and I guess we'll just like bring that to what it is, right? So in his limp or in his hip bone, when we did the PET scan yesterday, another area lit up. So that means, hi, are you IR?
No. It's
sorry, I
I
didn't
see
see
if
it.
they came yet.
Okay, no, they have not come
Okay.
yet. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much. This is what it is. Like literally, I try to like get on and do things, you guys, but somebody's coming in every 6 minutes and we're having conversations, which is beautiful because we have a really big team. Anyways, so they saw a flare up in his hip, in his left hip, which makes sense of why he's got this Limp Bizkit for so long, right? We're like, okay, well, that makes sense. Okay, so we'll finish telling his part of the story. Let me talk to you guys about the noticer piece, because this is really important for your takeaway. And really, you guys, as I'm sharing our journey, I want you guys to be filled up with something that you can have as a takeaway for your life as well. Thank you, Whit and John. That's so nice. It's yuck. You want me to drink some? That's yuck. It's coffee. Ew, too strong. So there's this book called The Noticer, and if you have not heard of it, by Andy Andrews, I encourage every one of you who watch this to go to Audible or go online. This is gross. You don't want some of this one. You want some of yours? We'll grab yours, okay? Do you want ice? You want regular? And look at this book, okay? It is based on a true story. And Andy Andrews is one of my favorite authors who combines like personal development and mindset with real life as well as beautiful storytelling. So in The Noticer, and if you guys have read The Noticer, just like, so Lori says, such a good book, right? Like if you remember any takeaway from that, like even if it's just Mr. Jones, right? Like just share that on here, because it can be a life altering thing to read a book like that. Now read whatever type of books you guys want, but when you add something like this that gives you such a perspective, it can be life changing. And that's what the book is all about. So in the book, Andy, what happened? What did you do? Look you turned the camera off by giving him a kiss. That was so nice. Just don't kiss the end button. Okay, this is great. He loves you guys so much. So, Andy, or the main character, is going through some really big challenges in life. Let me make sure, do not connect. He's trying to connect AirPods now, so that's good. He's going through some big challenges in life and like major adversity. And he comes upon this light, this spirit, this human called Mr. Jones, who basically teaches him about perspective. And through perspective, this main character's life completely changes for the better. And it's just like we talked about yesterday, like, right, the miracles and perspective. And as we're walking through life, the way that we notice the little things, right? And there's an example in the book, I remember, where like he's driving down the road and he's moving one direction, right? And he looks in his rear view mirror and there's this gorgeous sunset that's behind him, but he's headed over here and he's not even like slowing down to recognize what was there and what is there if he just pivoted, right? Sometimes in life, we just have to pivot to see it from a different angle. We just have to like make a slight turn. Oh, you're turning on the sound machine. How supportive in the middle of the live video. Whit and John, I love you. Good job. You're so smart. You have to pivot so you can see things from a different angle. So for me, right, we're going through a major life adversity. We're experiencing this right now, and you guys might be, or you will at some point in some area, not what I'm going through, but we all have adversities. There's times where perspective is going to offer you so much light and love and peace of mind, right? Instead of stress and anxiety, being able to breathe and find calmness amidst the storm, if you just pivot to look at it a little bit differently. So let's go into what's happening with us in our pivot, right? You guys, I think you've been watching, so most of you know the story. We're in here, we get diagnosed. The doctors diagnosed Witten with essential diabetes insipidus, which is where his brain is not producing, his pituitary isn't producing a certain hormone that tells his body to stop peeing. So he's peeing. So in order to stay alive, he's drinking. So he's peeing, drinking. This is why we come in. They do a dehydration test. They discover that it's because of the brain, something there. They do an MRI. They find 3 different lesions. And what you guys, lesion, I was like, isn't that like a cut? Like you can call it a lesion, you can call it a tumor, you can call it a mass, but they find 3 different lesions in the head area. And they say, okay, we need to go do a PET scan, check his whole body, which is where we were at yesterday. So we've been, saying tons of prayers. You guys have been saying tons of prayers. You guys are so with us in our hearts. And we've really been looking for perspective as we've been going through this whole situation. So some of you that are just watching now, you're like, how does she even have her shit together? Watch my other videos. I do not always have my shit together. And I guarantee you I will cry 14 times today. But it just depends on where I'm at. And I tend to, when I'm talking to you guys, you really fill me up. Like I seriously can feel your energy coming in me right now. So it makes it easier to communicate the story, right? But I want you guys to know I am releasing and I am experiencing my emotions. Now that being said, we go in for our PET scan yesterday. All right. So when you look at my 20-month-old, right? And I don't want you to imagine yourself going through this, because you should never imagine yourself doing this. Like, you don't want to visualize something bad happening to you. So never do this. You're looking at our story and I'm offering you perspective. Okay. And let's build it. Let's do it. Let's do this guy. Pull him out. Dump him out for me. So as we're going into the PET scan, we've already prayed. We've already communicated with God the fact that whatever we find, Whit and John is a miracle baby. He will survive. He will thrive. He will be a competent, successful man in the future, as much as he is a witty, right? Beautiful baby now. And in our hearts, we have tied to that with our faith and with our hope and prayers from you guys as well as us, right? So now with that combination, we go into the PET scan, like we're open for receiving, right? Like whatever we find it's going to be miraculous. And we walk out of the PET. It takes them quite a while to get all the results back. They come back and they say, okay, we have, like, obviously the lit up areas of the brain, but here's the thing, you guys, it's not of the brain. Listen to your guys' prayers, right? They don't see anything in his brain. They see it in his skull, and maybe a little subcutaneous to the skin, maybe like the sac around the brain, but it looks like the brain is untouched with the mass. This is a fucking celebration, you guys. This is amazing. And when you look at it with perspective, one person could be like, oh yeah, but he has a lesion on the skull. It's not in his brain, right? So we're like, oh, we're like happy. And I think the doctors are watching us like, oh my gosh, these guys are like clapping almost, like we're almost clapping, right? And then they look at it and he has all of his organs are clear. His little liver, his kidneys, his heart, his blood, his lungs, all of the really scary, dangerous areas. Although we already committed to praying so hard, everything would be healed and will be healed. And he is a miracle child. But the only other spot is in his hip. I don't know if you just saw his limp Bizkit going back there, but this is why most likely he has this little limp as he's moving around. I hope John Carroll plans on coming in with some boys and water. We are about to be cut off. Hey, Whit and John, come have one big drink of water, buddy. We go MPO at 10. We stop drinking water. I'm going to talk about that maybe tomorrow. So we have got to, let's finish this one first. Grab some water. Show them how you can drink. Show them how you do it. Show them what you do. Go, 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 go. A little bit more. What? You guys, will you do hearts for him? Do hearts for his drinking. Do you want to do hearts? What? Let's do one more. Okay, ready? Drink, 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 drink. Usually he wants to drink, but we're about to cut him off, and then he gets super sad and sassy. So we're going to play that. I wonder where your dad went. That is so crazy. Okay, we'll play this one. Let's play this one first. Will you go grab me the screwdriver? I need the screwdriver. Oh, here it is. Here you go. This way you can, here. Now you can screw them in. I'll show you how. Right here. Can you screw it for me? Thank you. Twist it around. So we're like, we get the news that it's only in his hip and in his skull. And we are, because of our perspective, we are literally like ecstatic, right? We're sitting, come in. We're sitting in the waiting room yesterday. Hi. How are you? Good. Guys, I'm going to have, no, you're good. I'm going to get back to you and I'll come back on in just a few minutes. I love you all and we'll finish the story.